Hello and welcome to Arts 24, where we're bringing you the latest art exhibitions in Paris and beyond. We're starting here in the French capital at the Quai Branly Museum. And since Halloween is upon us, they're exploring the mythology surrounding the living dead, specifically zombies. From ancestral traditions in the Caribbean, where zombies have an anthropological function, to the restless spirits who pop up in horror movies, Renaud Lefort and Aurore Dupuis tell us more.
In the West, the zombie craze is everywhere. The living dead are often portrayed as flesh eaters, as Brad Pitt knows. Reconstructions of temples, cemeteries and ritual objects, the Quai Branly Museum delves into the origins of zombies, rooted in Haitian voodoo culture.
The word zombie comes from zombe in Africa. It means ghost of a dead child. In the Haitian context, it refers to a living dead person, someone who's been buried, and thanks to magical potions and poison, he's brought back to life out of his tomb to serve as a slave.
This form of modern slavery is used in secret societies, namely the Bizongo, who enforce a parallel justice system.
Zombification, known locally as cathédrale or cardinal, is the seventh and final stage of a judicial process. It largely targets those who commit serious crimes, who abuse women, such as rapists, or those who steal land.
Today, there are an estimated 55,000 zombies in Haiti.
This artwork encapsulates the zombification process. Here we see a bokor, or sorcerer. In his right hand, he holds a bottle containing the souls of zombies. Zombies are bodies that no longer have a soul. They will live a life of hardship for 10, 20, or even 40 years.
A body without a spirit. The idea has fascinated Hollywood since George Romero's Night of the Living Dead.
These Hollywood movies are not funny. They're a poor legacy for our cultural identity. It's like a plot to demonize our people.
In 2019, inspired by a true story, French filmmaker Bertrand Bonello tried to stick to reality, portraying the life of the granddaughter of a zombie, Clairvius Narcisse.
Mon grand-père est mort en 1962. Il a été victime de zombification. Il s'enfuit. Il a erré.
Nous, en tant qu'occidentaux, on est bercés par la figure du zombie américain.
As Westerners, we are often lulled by American zombies who have no place in hell and who come back to Earth to devour people. But beyond that, these characters are a lot sadder. They carry a political connotation, and in the case of France, they highlight its colonization and its responsibility in the slavery of Haiti.
Avec la colonisation et la responsabilité des Français dans l'esclavagisme d'Haïti.
As well as zombies and cinema, the exhibition also displays a collection of traditional costumes.
Lorsqu'on part en dévotion pour Saint-Jacques, on porte ces costumes, ce bleu roi.
Showing that voodoo culture goes beyond mere zombification. It's a religion offering a way of life and understanding of the world.
Next to contemporary art from Benin, as the Conciergerie in Paris shows work from the West African country. The exhibition features around 100 pieces from 40 different artists, some of that work previously unseen. It puts the country's creative vitality centre stage. Renaud Lefort and Yinka Oyetade went to check out the show.
A prince in the form of a shark, a sailboat made from garbage, and kings and queens. The great Gothic halls of the Conciergerie in Paris have been transformed into a temple for art from Benin. This travelling exhibition started in Cotonou after works looted by France during its colonial era were returned to the country.
We decided to present the contemporary art scene in Benin to coincide with the return of the 26 world treasures kept at the Quai Branly Museum, 130 years after they were taken. This Fabrice Montero piece just behind me tackles the environment, in particular the spread of water hyacinths, an invasive plant that can be dangerous for the environment.
Edwige Aplogon sees herself as the big sister of this exhibition. Her creation, the Legba, a voodoo messenger between gods and humans, has been damaged.
My work is transforming, as Legba lives, as a voodoo lives, and I will accompany it in its transformation.
In just a few minutes, her piece comes back to life.
It's not the Legba's penis that's the most important. The most important is in its head. It's his head that represents the sun. The Legba has been so demonized since slavery and decolonization. The missionaries asked all Africans to throw away their sculptures. I chose to make my Legba in a modern material. I wanted to put light into it. The light is the base of this philosophy.
Like Edwige, Emo de Medeiros was born in Benin and works in France. He says his vaudounots, that's helmets adorned with cowrie shells, transforms their wearer into a traveler of the future.
These works are based on the idea of hybridity, technology and spirituality, memory or history and the future.
In Emo de Medeiros' Tigritudes, a piece previously unseen, the future is uncertain.
It's a film made using artificial intelligence that stages a battle between the forces of life and the forces of death. The whole film is based on a phrase by Wole Soyinka. A tiger doesn't proclaim his tigritude, he pounces. For me, tigritude here is a metaphor for independence of spirit.
From gods to men to topical issues in today's world, this maze of grandiose works sheds a unique light on contemporary Beninese art. A major museum dedicated to it is due to open in Cotonou in 2026.
Now to Britain's most prestigious contemporary art award, the Turner Prize turns 40 this year. The annual accolade is given to a visual artist. Past winners include high-profile stars such as Damien Hirst, Gillian Waring and Anish Kapoor. This year's shortlist features work inspired by themes of decolonisation, culture and identity. Charlie James tells us more about what's on show at Tate Britain.
Surprise and statements at the Tate Modern Museum in London. This year's Turner Prize nominees display works imbued with humor and culture, like this Ford Escort covered in a giant crocheted doily. 4 artists were shortlisted for the prize, awarded annually to the best of current British artists.
This year's Turner Prize shortlist is one that really reflects the conversations that are being had in society more broadly. So each of the 4 nominees is making work that explores decolonial histories, anti-imperialist histories, but all exploring the ways in which those have affected their families.
Jaslyn Kaur's work mixes elements of her Scottish upbringing with her South Asian heritage.
I guess I grew up knowing that some of my ancestry was in farming and working the land and knowing how to work the land. I think I thought about that when I was fell into studying jewellery at art school. Somewhere ancestrally my body knows how to use hands and knows how to deal with material.
Pio Abad's work explores cultural loss and colonial histories, often linked to his Filipino background. A huge concrete sculpture recreates fine jewelry seized from ousted dictator Ferdinand Marcos and his wife Imelda.
Imelda Marcos is my muse and my monster, really. When you really try and unpack the fantasies that she built for herself, you kind of go back to the fantasies of capitalism and the fantasies that we are all implicated in.
Nominee Delaine Labat created a series of immersive rooms dripping with skulls and symbols. Her installations draw on the history of the Roma people and explore themes of death and renewal.
It's very difficult to explain what it is you do, because everyone's got an idea about what art is. I think sometimes it's easier to be in front of a piece of work, or like with me with my installations, to be in them to understand.
And finally, Claudette Johnson displays larger-than-life portraits of Black women and men, often ignored by Western art history.
There's something quite powerful about just giving space to the presence of a Black woman. Something that's quite hard to define, but it's about trying to offer something that maybe some people may have missed.
The Turner Prize winner will be announced on December 3rd.
The Turner Prize winner will be announced in early December and we'll keep you posted. Well, she's the cute cartoon who embodies the Japanese concept of kawaii. Hello Kitty now features on everything from children's backpacks to rice cookers. She's celebrating her 50th birthday this week, and with a Warner Brothers movie in the pipeline and a Hello Kitty theme park planned in China, the little kitten has never been more popular. A new exhibition is celebrating this milestone birthday in Tokyo, and we'll leave you with a glimpse of it. Otherwise, do check in with us next time here on Arts 24. There's more news coming up just after this.